Mike Reis with Saluki Hall of Famer Jason Frasor. Congratulations. What's it mean to you?
Icing on the cake. So fortunate to play as long as I did. Southern to minors to majors. And now I think this is it. I don't know what else there would be. I mean, Hall of Fame at SIU. Proud, really proud.
Yeah. When you think of SIU baseball, is there a first thing that comes to your mind?
First thing, I think of the Hill. I think of Coach Cal. No doubt about that. I think of personally how much I grew, because I came here 160 pounds,
I wonder what number you were going to settle on.
That might be generous, 160.
Not heavily recruited.
Not heavily recruited, but I matured and I grew a little bit and got a little stronger, and things just kind of clicked for me. And I had great teammates when I first got here. I learned a lot. I always say you learn more from your teammates than you do from your coaches, and that was true at SIU, and that's true in pro ball. I really believe that. I don't know why, but I just got better. I mean, I don't know if I just matured, and I mean, this isn't like I'm sending packages and getting them from Miami. I'm not cheating here. It just happened. And
you arrived at 160 and you left at 160.
Yeah, my weight never changed. My velocity went up, and life is better with a little velocity.
96 was Jason Frasor's freshman year. Sophomore year, 97. You're 7-2. You're in a great spot after 97, weren't you? I mean, it was a great year, and there are great things coming in your career right then, right?
Correct. And feeling pretty good about myself. You start to believe, hey,
I can do this.
I can do this. Maybe I get a chance. Maybe I get drafted by somebody. But the elbow ligament didn't hold up. And it was a grind from there.
Hurt it in Alaska? Did you hurt it in the summer?
That was the big one. There was, with this velocity increase, my natural instinct was, man, I'm blowing these guys away. I can throw all fastballs, and I can succeed just doing that. Well, eventually you got to throw a curveball, right? And I threw so many fastballs, I forgot how to throw a curveball correctly. And that's when I hurt my elbow. And after that, it was just wear and tear. I never popped it. It was just, couldn't take it anymore. Let's try and get this thing fixed.
Tried to do it in 98.
Played
9 games, pitched 9 games.
Yep.
Then had the surgery. Came back in 99.
We petitioned for that red shirt too. Boy, we had lawyers. We tried to get that red shirt, but I pitched too many.
Didn't get it.
So
you didn't get a 5th year.
No.
So even though you were drafted after 99, you couldn't have pitched in 2000.
I couldn't.
You were out of it.
I was out.
Yeah, I was struggling to remember that. Somebody said in 99, and again, Jason has surgery in April of 98. So you're back in 99 and you're pitching on a regular basis. I didn't recall this, but somebody said you threw only fastballs and changeups in 99? You never threw a curveball? Or is that a tall tale?
Tall tale.
Is it?
Tall tale.
I
know for a fact that's not true. And the fact that you said only fastballs and changeups.
And you were good. Fastballs, changeups, and you were good. Apparently you slipped the breaking pitch in there.
I did. It didn't do much. It just kind of. That's when I was backing up third, Mike. I was backing up third when I was doing that. You just kind of throw it. You just start heading towards the dugout because you're backing up third.
You could throw strikes.
Yeah.
Did you always feel that way when you went to the mound? Now, they may hit me, but I'm always going to throw strikes.
I felt like I could throw strikes. But I think when I came back from the surgery, I was tentative to spin anything because, oh man, I don't want to hurt it again.
Sure.
And changeup, this changeup could go in the stands. I mean, right? Small hands, big ball. I mean, how do you? It's a small-handed changeup. It's like physically impossible to throw it. But so I didn't want to throw that, especially to a right-hand hitter, because it's going to go right into him.
Sure.
So I would throw all fastballs, mainly fastballs. I knew this, so now I'm thinking, everybody knows I throw all fastballs. I have to be perfect with it. I have to put it on the black every time. And so I would get to, I would try to be too accurate with it instead of challenge these guys. But I would scatter some walks, but a lot of fastballs and generally a lot of strikes.
What do you think about being a 33rd round pick in '99 and then pitching 12 years in the big leagues? Is that as impressive to you as it is to me?
At first it was motivation. I was very happy just to be drafted. Wow, I'm drafted. Then you get there and you play with these guys and you're like, I'm better than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. That guy stinks. How was he drafted ahead of me, right? And you gain a little confidence and then you move up a little bit. So it was motivation because they were first rounders, high draft picks that, you know, they get a lot of money. They get every opportunity. So it was motivation. But now looking back, I don't know where I was going with that. Mike, I had something really cool to say, and I totally blew it.
Had me locked in. So what do you owe your longevity to in the big leagues?
Man, after strikes.
I thought I was hitting on something. You threw strikes at Southern. You could always throw strikes.
Managers love aggressiveness. There was a fear I had in the majors, just a fear of failure, where I knew these men don't walk them, the managers, so I just tried to pump in strikes. I had great health after the third elbow surgery. So I had that first one, then I had one in the middle, and then I had another Tommy John. But after that, I mean, I really dedicated myself to staying healthy, and I stayed healthy. And that is so key to staying on the team, because there's hundreds of guys trying to take your job. And if you're a fringe guy and you're always hurt, see ya. Sure. Try somebody else.
We assume the World Series is your big league highlight, is
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Not even close?
Not even close.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Petrified?
Yes.
Not you. Not you.
Boy, those
Pitched at
butterflies.
Field.
You ever hear about
You
those?
pitched at Evansville. Come on now. You petrified at Royal Stadium?
Oh,
Kauffman
man.
Stadium?
It was the absolute best, because I went from Toronto to not sniffing a pennant race. Big leagues. I mean, I'm not complaining. Major leagues, the best of everything. And you kind of get comfortable in that. It's just kind of like, all right, I'm going home on August or October 1st, because I know honey, I'll be home October 1st. We're not going. Oftentimes I knew by May, honey, make a trip for early October, because I'll be home. We are atrocious. I get traded a few times, go to Texas. Texas was off the charts. Great. Missed the playoffs by this much. The next year, get traded to Kansas City. Now, Kansas City is a team we used to make fun of, because they were bad, right? And they were bad for a long time. They had about 20 lean years in a row, and all of a sudden, we win like every game in October or August and September. We
September,
could
you're
not
right.
lose. I
Yeah.
mean, hits and pitching. And, if we get to the field at 2 o'clock, there are thousands upon, this is for a 7 o'clock game, thousands upon thousands of fans tailgating for a Kansas City Royals game because they have playoff fever, right?
Sure.
And we make it in. We run the table the first 3 rounds. We get to the World Series, and we lost to one guy. We lost to Madison Bumgarner. One guy. And I pitched in 2 games. I pitched in, wait a minute. Yeah, 2 games. I pitched in a 10-0 game. That was my first appearance in postseason play. It was 10-0. Boy, it felt like a save situation. Now, let me tell you, it felt like a save situation. And so I get through that, and then I pitch in critical game 4. Nobody ever talks about game 4. We're winning the series 2-1. And we're winning the game 4, 3-1 in the 5th inning. We can go up 3-1 in the World Series. And I come in with a runner on second, and I get a grounder to short. Guy advances, but I get the out of first. That was Buster Posey. Next guy is Hunter Pence. And I've had nightmares about Hunter Pence because it feels like he's going to line it off my face every time I throw him a fastball. And this guy comes up, the righty-righty matchup,
Yeah.
right? And I worked a count to 2-2 inside fastball. He brings the hands in, and he gets a ground ball up the middle, goes into center field. The run scores, and they take me out. I got 2 ground balls, 2 good hitters. But if I got Hunter Pence out, I am convinced that we win Game 4. We win the World Series because they brought in a lefty, and then they had to bring in another lefty the same inning, and they scored
You're not still
8
kicking
runs.
yourself, are you? Are you? That didn't hurt.
I second guess it, right? I should have
Sure.
thrown something else, but I got the ground ball. Once again,
ground balls?
why wasn't the shortstop playing up the middle? I mean, isn't it?
Well, you waved him over. I saw you wave him over. It was behind your back. We could talk all night. I enjoyed it. And congratulations to you. It's well deserved.
Thank you. Great to be here. Great to see you, Mike.
Saluki Hall of Famer Jason Frasor.